Welcome to Storyboard. I'm Anuradha Sengupta. Let me introduce you to our guest editor and anchor this week, Dalip Sehgal of Godrej Consumer Products Limited. The show is all yours, Dalip. I'm not going to do any work today. Tell us what you've got lined up.
Thanks so much, Anuradha. You know, I love this show, but there's one problem, which is that everything happens in this small set.
I've heard you say this before.
Yeah, so what we're going to do today is actually take you out. We'll be going to rural Punjab to see what's happening on the ground, what's changed and what hasn't. Our chairman, Adi Godrej, and Tanya went to rural Maharashtra. And what are the other companies doing in rural markets? But first, being the guest editor on Storyboard is tough, Anuradha, and being a reporter is great fun. But let me take you first to Punjab, where our story really starts. We are in a village called Firozpur, population of about 1700. A lot of agriculture around here and obviously a lot of mechanization. Remember, this is Punjab, so a lot of tractors and so on and so forth. So we're going to go into this village and see what's happening. We'll do it there. No, not necessary. You can go straight into the field also, not a problem. But pass में नहीं होगी सर. नमस्ते जी.
नमस्ते जी.
कैसे हैं?
ठीक ठाक है.
सत श्री अकाल.
सत श्री अकाल.
कितनी पुरानी है आपकी दुकान?
25 साल पुरानी है.
25 साल.
हाँ जी.
तो 25 साल में तो आपने बहुत चेंज देखा होगा.
हाँ जी. काफ़ी चेंज है जी. बहुत.
क्या चीज़ें चेंज हो गई हैं?
ऐसे है कि जैसे पहले लोग साबुन से नहाते नहीं थे.
हाँ हाँ.
अब हर एक घर में साबुन चलता है.
तो पहले किस चीज़ से नहाते थे?
पहले तो एक टिकिल ले जाते थे.
हाँ हाँ.
और जैसे घर में कोई मेहमान आ गया. हाँ हाँ. उसको दे दिया. आप ऐसे ही सार लेते थे.
अच्छा. हाँ. पिछले 5-6 महीने में क्या हुआ है? कुछ कीमतें बढ़ी हैं?
कीमतें बढ़ गई. जैसे दालों की कीमतें बढ़ गई, आटे की कीमत बढ़ गई.
तो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं अब जब
लोग
इतनी ज्यादा
ऐसे है जैसे पहले 1 किलो दाल लेते थे, अब आधा किलो दाल लेते हैं.
अच्छा.
कम कर दिया उन्होंने खाना.
और अब ये जैसे ये साबुन वगैरह है, इस पे कोई असर पड़ा है?
इसका रेट नहीं बढ़ा जी. पहले जैसे ही चल रहा है. जैसे पहले चल रहा था ना साबुन.
सेल इनकी बराबर है.
सेल बराबर.
टूथपेस्ट है, शैम्पू है,
इनकी सेल तो बराबर ही है.
और आपकी दुकान में ज्यादा लोग जो आते हैं वो आके आपसे क्या मांगते हैं? साबुन मांगते हैं कि एक ब्रांड मांगते हैं?
साबुन मांगते. क्या बोलते हैं कि हमको नंबर 1 साबन दो. अच्छा. लक्स साबन दो, लाइफबॉय दो.
ऐसे
नाम लेकर मांगते हैं. जो देसी माल है वो तो बिकना ही बंद हो गया.
बंद हो गया. देसी माल बिकना कम हो गया.
कम हो गया, बहुत कम हो गया. ब्रांड मांगते हैं.
So much has been written about the fact that the monsoons were bad and the kharif crop actually has not been very good. Why don't we actually find out what's happening on the ground? I have with me Jaspal Singh ji, who is a farmer who has 10 acres of land, and I'm going to talk to him and ask him what's the reality on the ground. Jaspal Singh ji, ये बताएं कि ये जो अभी आपकी फसल कटी है धान की, वो कैसी गई है?
बहुत अच्छी हुई है. बजट भी बहुत अच्छा हुआ है. झाड़ भी बहुत अच्छा है. अच्छा. बहुत अच्छी फसल हुई है.
और दाम कैसे मिले इस बारी?
दाम भी अच्छे मिले हैं.
अच्छे मिले?
हाँ, 980 रुपया रेट है.
अच्छा. तो ये क्या लग रहा है अभी जैसा मौसम चल रहा है, जैसी नमी है, रबी की क्रॉप जो है अच्छी रहेगी फसल?
हाँ जी, आगे तो अच्छी होने दे संभावना है. मौसम भी ठीक है. बिजाई भी चल रही है. एक आधा हफ्ते में बिजाई हो जाएगी पूरी.
Nisa and Vivek are back from their home visits. Let's talk to them and see what interesting stuff they've got out of this. So Nisa, how was your trip this time?
It was very, very interesting. What we did was we managed to get into a house just with a mother and a daughter. Then we asked her a little bit about her concept of beauty, and you know, she was telling us she unfortunately doesn't use a Godrej hair color product, so sorry about that. But they use color mate. So she said how she colors her mother's hair for her.
Right.
And she gives the mother tips. The mother told us how she's never used a face cream.
Right.
You know, just uses malai on her face.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
you know, she still buys the daughter cream and other things because this is like the Naya Zamana.
Tell me, do you also get a sense that it's a nation on the move, things have changed rapidly?
Most definitely. And I think not just with consumers, I think with people
Right.
around me, even my age, you know, I think maybe 6-7 years ago, people were always complaining about what
Right.
doesn't work and what
Yes.
you don't have here.
Yeah.
And now it's much more what we are going to do with India and how we are
Right.
going to be part
Yeah.
of that growth. And that's, I think, what is exciting for me to see
Right.
is that there are people here in this village talking that language.
yeah. Well, we've come to the end of our visit to rural Punjab. There are a couple of salient things that have emerged from this trip. One, the growth story in rural India continues to be quite strong, very robust. Number two, demand for packaged goods is still very, very good, and in fact is likely to be even better as time passes by. Three, there's a fair bit of optimism as far as the Rabi crop is concerned, which in a sense is very, very good in terms of outlook for next year. This is Dalip Sehgal signing off for Storyboard in Punjab.
Good job, Dalip, I must say, and you looked really comfortable.
Yeah, I told you, being a reporter is easy.
So you have an alternative career.
Absolutely.
Okay, to more serious stuff. What is it really that creates brand preferences in these markets? Because you've had a lifelong focus or career-long focus on these markets, isn't it?
Right. No, I think that's a very good question because the fact is that a large part of rural India, even today, does not have television. Even where television is there, and some of my colleagues told me that there was no power for days, and so what are you going to watch? Two, when you ask the consumers about what was the last ad that you saw on the brand that you're using, surprise, surprise, they don't remember a thing. So the fact is that you need to do lots more than just putting a 30-second commercial on the box. So you need activation, you need sampling, you need the consumer to see a product. And so it's a combination of a lot of things. I don't think it's just about advertising.
Whenever consumer goods companies talk about innovations and, you know, reaching out to the rural consumer, the innovation seems to be on pack size and therefore price point. So we are talking really about accessibility more than anything else. Is there more that your companies need to do to unlock rural demand in terms of, you know, creating products tailor-made, not for their needs. Needs may be similar with urban consumers, but for their realities.
There is no question that accessibility is still key because per capita incomes are low. The second thing is
But what about water? The fact that you may not have, you know, running water.
But I think the good thing about the Indian market, and you can pick up any category, take detergents or any of these categories. The fact is that there are mixes which are very good, not just at various price points, but at various levels of functionality as well. Innovation is an inherent and integral part of it. I think the debate really is that do you need a separate innovation stream for the rural consumer?
Do you? That's
my experience over the years has been that at least for fast-moving consumer goods, you don't really need something which is very different.
Dalip, my next question is really...
Hold on, Anuradha. There's lots more on the show.
And it is your show today.
Right, and it is my show, if you please. So after the break, we have the chairman of the Godrej group, Adi Godrej, getting into the spirit of things. So join us after the break.